Imagine waking up one morning to find out that your life savings, invested in a promising new technology, have vanished into thin air. This is the nightmare that befell thousands of cryptocurrency investors in Japan, and the story of the biggest hack in the history of digital currencies. Today, we're going to be talking about a hack that shook the crypto community to its core and left everyone wondering, is our digital money really safe? This isn't just another story of a small-time exchange getting hit. We're talking about the biggest crypto heist in history. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and get ready for a roller coaster ride through the Coincheck hack. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the hack itself, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Cryptocurrency has been around for a while now, and it's been making some serious waves in the financial world. People are drawn to the idea of a decentralized currency that's not controlled by any government or bank. It's like the ultimate middle finger to the system, right? One of the countries that really embraced the crypto revolution early on was Japan. They were one of the first to recognize Bitcoin as a legit payment method, and the government was all about regulating the industry to make it safer for everyone. This is where Coincheck comes in. Coincheck was a Tokyo-based cryptocurrency exchange that was founded in 2012 by these two guys, Koichiro Wada and Yusuke Otsuka. They wanted to create a user-friendly platform that would make it easy for anyone to buy and sell crypto. And let me tell you, they were killing it. By 2016, they had over 2,200 merchants using their platform, and they were handling millions of dollars worth of transactions every month. But here's the thing about being a successful exchange. You become a target. Hackers are always on the lookout for vulnerabilities they can exploit, and Coincheck had a big old bullseye on its back. Now, before we get into the hack, let's talk about the cryptocurrency that was stolen, NEM. NEM is kind of like the hipster of the crypto world. It's not as mainstream as Bitcoin or Ethereum, but it's got a loyal following. The cool thing about NEM is that it was designed to be more user-friendly and accessible than some of the other cryptocurrencies out there. NEM, which stands for New Economic Movement, is not your average cryptocurrency. It's got a few tricks up its sleeve that set it apart from the rest. First off, NEM is built on a unique blockchain platform that makes it easier for developers to create all kinds of cool applications. It's like having a digital playground where you can build anything you want. Another thing that makes NEM stand out is how it verifies transactions. Instead of using proof of stake or proof of work like most other cryptocurrencies, NEM uses something called proof of importance. Basically, the more you use NEM, the higher your importance score gets, and the more you can mine. It's like a rewards program for being an active part of the network. All right, now that you've got some background, let's dive into the hack. It all went down on January 26th, 2018. Coincheck's security was breached, and the hackers managed to steal a mind-boggling 523 million NEM tokens. At the time, that was worth around $530 million. Let that sink in for a second. $500 million, gone in an instant. The craziest part? The hackers didn't even have to do anything super sophisticated to pull it off. Turns out, Coincheck had been storing most of its customers' funds in something called a hot wallet. Basically, it's a digital wallet that's connected to the internet, which makes it way more vulnerable to attacks than a cold wallet, which is kept offline. Coincheck also dropped the ball on another basic security measure, multi-signature authentication. This is where you need multiple people to sign off on a transaction before it can go through. It's like having a bunch of keys to a vault, and you need all of them to open it. But Coincheck, they were just like, nah, we trust ourselves. So, who was behind this massive heist? Well, that's where things get a little murky. Some people pointed fingers at the Lazarus Group, a hacking collective with ties to North Korea. They've been known to target crypto exchanges in the past, so it wasn't too much of a stretch. But the truth is, we still don't know for sure who did it. The identities of the hackers remain a mystery to this day. Now, you might be wondering, what happened to all those stolen NEM tokens? Well, buckle up, because this is where the story takes a wild turn. The hackers didn't just take the money and run. No, they decided to get creative. They set up their own crypto exchange on the dark web, and started selling the stolen NEM at a discount. That's right, they were basically having a clearance sale on hot crypto, and people were buying it up like crazy. Over the course of a few weeks, the hackers managed to unload a huge chunk of the stolen NEM to the tune of 20 billion yen. That's about 187 million for those of you keeping score at home. But here's the kicker. The people buying the stolen NEM weren't just random folks looking for a bargain. No, the Japanese police discovered that 31 people who bought the NEM on the hackers' exchange knew full well that it was stolen goods. They were basically the crypto equivalent of guys selling stolen TVs out of the back of a van. So, what happened to Coincheck after all this went down? Well, as you can imagine, they were in hot water. The Financial Services Agency, FSA, which is like the crypto cops in Japan, came down on them hard. They ordered Coincheck to beef up its security and get its act together. But here's the crazy part. Coincheck didn't just roll over and die. They actually managed to bounce back. A few months after the hack, they were acquired by this online brokerage firm called Monex Group for a cool $33.5 million. That's like getting dumped and then having your ex's hotter, richer sibling ask you out. Under new management, Coincheck got serious about security. They started keeping most of their funds in cold wallets and implemented multi-signature authentication. They even worked with the NEM Foundation to track down some of the stolen funds. And what about the customers who got hacked? Well, Coincheck stepped up and promised to reimburse them for their losses. It wasn't easy, and it cost the company a pretty penny, but they managed to make things right. So, what can we learn from the Coincheck hack? For starters, security is no joke when it comes to crypto. Exchanges need to be using cold wallets and multi-signature authentication, at the very least. And customers need to be careful about where they're keeping their funds. But more than that, the Coincheck hack showed us that even in the wild west of cryptocurrency, there are still consequences for bad actors. Those 31 people who bought the stolen NEM, they got busted and charged with crimes. The hackers themselves may still be out there, but they can't escape the long arm of the law forever. In the end, the Coincheck hack was a wake-up call for the crypto world. It showed us that we can't just rely on the technology itself to keep our funds safe. We need strong security measures, vigilant exchanges, and a community that looks out for each other. Because let's face it, as long as there's money to be made, there will always be bad guys trying to take it. But if we work together and stay one step ahead, we can keep our crypto safe and sound. And that, my friends, is the story of the Coincheck hack. It's a tale of innovation, greed, and the enduring human spirit. It's a reminder that even in the digital age, there's no substitute for good old-fashioned common sense. So stay safe out there, keep your crypto close, and always remember, trust but verify. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and don't forget to push the notifications button so you don't miss out on more stories like this one.